What's up, go getters? It's Justin Malone here, checking in once again with Take Control episode 7. On the last episode of Take Control, we talked about the importance of self-analysis and broke down the know before you grow philosophy. That's knowing your past in order to understand your present and grow into your future self. Grow into the person that you want to become, to unlock, unleash, and unchain that inner beast, that inner hustler, that inner go-getter that resides inside of you, in order to become the best person, the best version of yourself. And before we can do that, we have to first remove those bandages, take a look at those wounds, and understand why they even exist. That's us becoming comfortable with the uncomfortable. That's us taking a look at the good, the bad, and the ugly, and pinpointing the commonalities between some of those good things and some of those bad and ugly things, so we know what to start to insert more of into our life, while also removing the bad and throwing it away as well. But with all of this information, how do we know where to start? How do we know where to begin? How do we know what's the most important things to attack? Because we can't do it all at once, because that's chaos. We don't want chaos. We want to be able to control what's going on and make the most efficient, best efforts possible. And the best way to do that is the 80-20 rule. Yes, the 80-20 rule. What's the 80-20 rule? The 80-20 rule is pinpointing the 20% that's most important out of all the things you listed. Finding the 20% that's most important in order to get that 80% output, that 80% result. We're trying to make fast moves, big moves, and get the biggest result fast. The importance of doing that is just showing ourselves that we can get some wins, get some W's, and have a quick growth to break through some of those glass ceilings really quick. Because we're at the point right now where you're optimistic, but you haven't seen yourself win. You haven't won that often, so you have to be able to see yourself win to gain the confidence to start winning even more and more, and becoming more and more the person that you want to become. Because it's so easy to quit when you start, but once you get used to winning, once you get in the habit of winning and seeing yourself go next level, and you continue to break through those glass ceilings, you start to believe more and more, and you start to gain faith in yourself. You start to have confidence in yourself and your abilities. So the 80-20 rule is important, because we have to pinpoint that 20% that you can control. What can you control? What are some of those quick fixes that can get that 80% output? We have to find those things. We have to just find them. So I'll use myself as an example. When I was going through this process, the first thing I pinpointed was that I used to hold my tongue. Yes, I used to hold my tongue in situations that I shouldn't have. Some of my past relationships, I would hold my tongue when I wanted to say what was going on. I didn't stand up for myself. In organizations sometimes that I was a part of, I would allow things to happen. I would see things going on that I didn't believe in. But instead of me raising my hand and projecting my opinion, I would hold my tongue. And once I started to pick that out, I was like, wow, if I stop holding my tongue so often and project how I feel, maybe I can affect change. Maybe I can make an impact. Maybe I can be more valuable to things. And even if it works or doesn't work, I can at least say I tried. So what are you working on? What's a part of your 20%? How are you going to get that 80% output? The Pareto's rule is real, guys. The Pareto's rule, the Pareto's principle, the 80-20 rule is real. Let's go work on that 20% in order to get that 80% output. This is me once again, Justin. I'm about to check out with Take Control episode 7.